here locally, HIQA have delivered a glowing report of St Mary of the Angels, St John of God's residential facility, and the work done by the families of the St Mary of the Angels Parents and Relatives Association. Joyce Fleming is with me on the line. Her brother Thomas has lived there since 1992. Joyce is secretary of the Parents and Relatives Association. Joyce, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Jerry. How are you?
Not too bad. Tell me, what did HIQA say?
Well, it was great news, and to be honest, we've been expecting a good report like this because there has been such good communication between the families and the staff and the management at St Mary of the Angels, but we were delighted to see it in print. But basically what they said was that we had no non-compliance in St Mary of the Angels in DC2. They only inspected one half of the centre, because it's such a huge area. So there's DC1 and DC2, and DC2 was subject to this report. So DC2 had no non-compliance. It had 3 areas of substantially compliant. That's a huge improvement on previous reports. Non-compliance is quite serious. You have to deal with it very quickly. Substantially compliant means that you're almost there. You might make little tweaks and there's no red flags. And we had many areas of fully compliant, which is brilliant. We were so happy with it. And we've actually preemptively dealt with a lot of the areas that were substantially compliant. Like, for example, some of the money that we raised from the Ring of Kerry cycle in 2019 has gone towards kitting out all of the houses, not just DC1, DC2, but DC1 also, with brand new furniture, because that's an area with infection control and also standard of living that you need to have nice furniture. There's no tears, no rips, no issues like that could harbour germs or anything like that. So we've actually already put in the order, and many of the houses have their furniture. So we've already dealt with that area. So we're very happy that if they inspect it again, we'd be even more compliant.
Indeed. And Joyce, is the drive for this, do you think, coming from the concerns that you expressed about the plans to desegregate and put into community settings, that the group has become more active, it's fundraised, as you said, the Ring of Kerry charity cycle has made a difference as well?
Yes, I think it's a huge difference, because we were all very connected as families and as staff and as management when the nuns were there. And then when St John of God's took over, we almost became detached. Like, we dealt with our family members and we might know some of the staff, but we certainly didn't really know the management. But since there was the decongregation threat, we really have come back on board. And I think we're probably the most active family group in the country within a setting like this. And I think it really shows in the improvement of facilities and the improvement of our communication with the staff and management.
Where would you like to see it go from here, Joyce?
Onwards and upwards. We're dealing with we've got a project underway with the sensory garden at the moment. We've got outdoor furniture delivered, and we're hoping to put a lot of picnic tables and wheelchair accessible furniture outdoors, because it really highlighted during COVID that, the outdoor area needs to be utilised as much as possible for the staff and the residents and the family members who might only be able to come in and have an outdoor visit. So we really want to make the outdoor area almost like an outdoor room, so that if things come up like this, which they probably will in the future, like COVID, that our family members and our families and our staff members can enjoy the outside area, and that there's some sheltered areas outside, that there's some places that you can go and visit your loved ones with a picnic, and it also deals with another area that was substantially compliant in the report, that some of the chalets need extra room, or people should be out and about a bit more to give a bit more living space. Well, if we have all these outdoor areas, then it will free up indoor space as well, so people can be out and about more, which is one of the big drives at the moment.
Yeah, so that's definitely a positive. How's your brother Thomas getting on?
My brother's fantastic. I can't thank the staff enough for what they've done for my brother during COVID, because both of my parents have passed away. And, his stability is St Mary of the Angels. And Thomas was asked himself, he's able to verbalise himself, if he wanted to move back when decongregation was an issue. And he fully wants to stay in St Mary of the Angels, and he'll articulate that to anyone who asks.
Yeah, he makes the coffee, Joyce.
The staff have been fantastic with him. He makes coffee. Thomas is the one who's in stirring his coffee and making his cappuccino coffees, and he's facilitated to do that. They make it part of his day. Thomas is such a lucky person to have, to have the setting he's in and to have the freedom and the people who understand him. They know what he wants. And like, for example, one of the reports now, Thomas's unit isn't technically in DC2 anymore. They changed it to DC1, but a lot of it still applies. But he wouldn't necessarily want to eat the dinner everyone else is eating.
Yeah.
So he's facilitated to have, a salad. Thomas loves his salads and his cold cuts and his traditional Irish salad. So he's allowed that opportunity. He said, do you want this or do you want that, or can we facilitate you to get something else? There's huge freedom.
Yeah, that's a huge positive indeed. Yeah.
That's a
Joyce,
huge positive.
We're going to have to leave it there. My thanks to you for talking about that this morning, and continued success with the organisation of the group.